All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Gurley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is... Oftentimes, an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now it's Gurley, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run. It's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. 4
catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Now Wentz. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Now Jackson on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Jackson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not lose. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Shorty.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, Wentz. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Shorty. That's it. Lion.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And that's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing now is Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Gun!
They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On second down, here's Fournette. And spins away. Still fighting for more. Still going. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 34 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. Here's Fournette. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's able to get it across. But not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
81.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 46 yards. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lion. Run.
Play action. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
81.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz steps away to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wentz going to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
82. Shorty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Straight 15. Run.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Wentz now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. But in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Lion. Shorty.
Throwing is Wentz. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Let's go. Great.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 54 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play,
and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Time to establish the run game here. Early. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Eagles on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Shorty. Black.
Wentz now to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And he knocks it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 37. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Jackson. He'll check this one off to Fournette. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there. And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
81. Great.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports.
Hang in there now. Go.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
81. Sit.
Working from the gun. Wentz being chased out left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. That's fielded in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 53 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get the...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Great 15, great 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time Keeps reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing now is Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Great.
Now Wentz got to have this one. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
And know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Great 15, great 15.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Great 15, great 15. Listen.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
82, 82. 82, 82.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now